number 5 with about a 3/4 of a lap lead over Old Battery running second. Red River now onto lap number 6, about a minute 45 in. We're going to see some pit stops here in the next 15 to 20 seconds. You're going to see our drones come in. We'll land one drone and launch another drone using newer technology to drone racing, which got its debut in about 2015. Nationally here in the United States of America, the first ever drone nationals in August of 2015. Your leaders coming into pit, Red River here on lap number 7. One drone goes down, they power off the video transmitter, power on the next one, and on they go into lap number 7. Second drone, mostly purple off to the right-hand side again. That's Red River FPV. And now with, they were a 3/4 of a lap ahead. They're now a lap ahead, about 22 seconds ahead of Old Battery, who is running second, and Torque running in third. Old Battery running second, coming in for a pit stop. You see here immediately to the left of race control, one drone powered off, the next one powered up, and away we go. And it looks like maybe some issues here for Old Battery. No, he gets back up. It's always shaky. That quad's a little shaky on startup, but once it powers up and has full connection, that first-person view, that downlink from the craft to the pilot takes a second to warm up on his craft, and he has got some issues here. Old Battery with the orange props here, trying to line up that 3-flag chicane here in the front straightaway, and that has now opened things up here for Torque. Torque has come into pit. They were third. They're about to cross into second. If they can get by Old Battery with the fresh green props, they are 2 laps back off of our leader, and now about half a lap back off a second. Your leader, Red River FPV, going full send through that 3-flag chicane, mostly purple props over the hurdle. They're working on lap number 10. Clock is just warming up to run now. We're on pilot number 2 here for all 3 teams in qualifying round 1, heat 1. With Red River FPV working on lap number 10, Torque working on lap number 8. Old Battery just got on to lap number 8 as well, about half a lap back off a second, and it is all Red River FPV on pace to do about 53 laps in this session. Now, what do we say in practice, or final round of practice there was like 55, 56, 57 laps for Don't Mess With Texas, and that was just for bragging rights in practice. Now it is qualifying, taking our field of 5 teams down to our top 4 to battle for cash on or about 4:30 this afternoon. Lots of drone racing to go. With this team racing enduro format, it's different than individual drone racing that started in about 2015. Individual drone racing is a lot like horse racing, 2-minute races and lots of breaks in between. Here with this format of team racing, it's an enduro or relay format, and the races run for 20 minutes and allows for some good battles as we look out to that split S section on the backside. A little bit of a battle here for track position between Torque and Old Battery. They're a lap apart, but as we watch them trade places, onto lap 11 we go with Torque, and here comes Old Battery onto lap number 10. So now they're separated a little bit, but cool to see some of those blade-to-blade battles here. 5 minutes in, 15 minutes still to go here in practice round 1, heat 1, as Red River works on lap number 13. Torque works on lap 11. Old Battery working on lap number 10. It is a great day for a drone race. Of course, every day is a great day for a drone race, especially here at the Greater Baton Rouge State Fair. And one thing that we do have in play here in this is a caution system that if a pilot or team requires one to retrieve a drone, they can, each team is allowed one, just like a timeout. And also for safety reasons, we can call one up here. That's the only reason that we would stop the clock. That is just warming up to run here in qualifying round 1, heat 1. And we are live on the World Wide Web. Say hello to AA watching us on our official YouTube channel of MultiGP Drone Racing. What do you got to say, AA? Watching some team racing here from the Greater Baton Rouge State Fair. This is kind of a precursor of what we're going to see here in championship racing. Again, your leaders, Red River FPV, working on lap number 15. And about to cross on to 16. There we go with a 24.9. Your leaders coming into pit now with a 3-lap lead as they come down, one down, next one up. Pretty fast pit change. New fresh drone out for our leaders with the turquoise and blue props off to the right hand. Now almost our 50-yard line. That is with a 2.5 lap lead over Torque. Torque running second. They are 2.5 laps back. They have orange, looks like 1 orange prop and 3 turquoise props. They're at our 50-yard line as well, about halfway through. And Old Battery running in the number 3 spot here on lap number 13. They're a lap back from second. They are about 2, maybe 3 laps back off of our leaders, but don't count them out. They're at the split S section on the backside, and now that tumbler that's on its lid right in front of the stage at the back, that is Old Battery down for the count. Now, they're trying to recover that drone. If you look right in front of the concrete stage on the back, right about the middle of our course, that's Old Battery down on lap number 13. They're using a call and a caution. Caution, caution, caution. 2 minutes have started. All right, everyone lands, everyone lands, everyone lands. Caution has been called. And when caution is called, that means the lap count stops, as does the clock, and we give them 2 minutes once everyone's down. Boom, 2 minutes has started. As we go retrieve, you're going to see they are the fastest running crew in motorsports as we're trying to retrieve that quad off to the left. They're trying to recover it remotely and using a feature called turtle mode. That's where if your drone is upside down, you can hit some buttons and the propellers move in opposite directions and can right the craft, and it'll get battery down, props up, and then you can flip it out of that mode and take off. And usually 50 to 75% of the time it will be successful. And in that case, it was not as successful as they'd hoped or thought, but not the worst. We will charge a caution now to Old Battery. And so every team with a 2-minute caution. And they're going to use theirs. And everyone getting the benefit. Your leader's Red River FPV with that 2.5 lap lead. Now it'll be a 3 lap lead when we come back from caution. Now, also with the benefit of the caution, they get to retrieve one of their drones that was over the fence by the former stage of the Greater Baton Rouge State Fair. More people watching us online. Say hello to Marshall Scalisi. Says it looks like a beautiful day there. Heck yeah, it is a gorgeous day in the sunshine. Every day is a great day at the Greater Baton Rouge State Fair. It's on until November 5th. This is only the 3rd day of the fair, right? Opening up Thursday. We have drone racing today and tomorrow and all kinds of concerts, demo derbies all week long, culminating into next weekend, the final weekend of the fair. And we are about to go green. Let's grid up. Let's grid up. 2 minutes is up. Let's grid up. Red River, Torque, and Old Battery working out to the line. When we come out of caution, as you can see here on our live stream screen, there's a shot of our pilots going out to our FPV Pro Launch stands. And as Marshall Scalisi says, it's a gorgeous day out there, beautiful day out there. Heck yeah. It's feels like it's what, mid-80s? Well, to me, it's mid-80s. I'm from Canada, so yeah, it's mid-70s. It's a gorgeous day. Sun is shining. And our pilots now going out to our FPV Pro Launch stands. As during the race, they launch from their pits on the left-hand side. Their pit blocks are designated how the teams have chosen. We have some FPV quadiction gates, and we have some potted plants, and we have some other things to designate our pit boxes on the left-hand side. Right in the dead center, that is our FPV Pro Launch stands in the longer Baton Rouge grass. The reason we launch them all together when we come out of caution together in the one spot off the launch stands, same as where we launched on the start, is just like a caution in NASCAR. We get them all gridded up, and they get the same benefit of the launch. Sometimes you get the lucky dog. You get to move a lap up. In this case, there is no lucky dog. It's just there's bad dog, no biscuit, where people lose laps. We don't give a roll ahead as we do not race on oval. Great thing about drone racing is we actually race in 3D. One of the key things when designing a drone race course, if you can drive it with an RC car, then you go back to the drawing board, and here I think the RC car would have a little bit of difficulty with our hurdle after about turn 3, and our split S on the backside with those tattered flags. Be pretty interesting to see a RC car intentionally do a split S. Coming out of caution, that one a longer caution than we'd like, but we're about to go green in 20 seconds or less. Pilots goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quads. Live on my go in less than 5. Go. Clock resumes as Red River working on lap 18, Torque working on lap 15, and Old Battery working on lap number 13. Caution charge to Old Battery at the 7.5-minute mark with another 12.5 minutes still to go. Your leaders off to the left-hand side, already going through our start-finish gate and onto lap number 19. Now there's Torque onto lap number 16, running second still. And there's Old Battery. They're the ones that called the caution. They get up in on the same lap for traffic, but they are 5 laps back off of our leader who just crossed onto lap number 20 now. Red River, 8 minutes in, 12 minutes still to go. People watching all around the world. Esk Race watching us from Norway here this afternoon. Archer FPV says, what's up, my Louisiana peeps? Wish I was able to make it. Plus, I'll make it tomorrow for the race. Yeah, we are racing tomorrow. Hopefully, Archer FPV is going to join us as well. Say hello to Travis Ames, Kite FPV as well, watching us on YouTube. It's very exciting to bring drone racing to the masses online. Also, live on Facebook, the official Facebook channel of LiveFPV.com. Everyone watching online, team racing, qualifying round 1, heat 1. We say hello to everybody. All one viewer on Facebook. That is David Moore from FPV Pro Launch Stands. Hello, David Moore on Facebook. Everyone else watching on YouTube. And Eli Powell saying hello from France. And we are 9 minutes in. 11 minutes still to go. Working on lap number 23 with your leaders, Red River FPV. Torque is working on 20 and Old Battery working on 17. Both of them crossing over together. Even though they're separated by 3 laps, Red River FPV now working on lap number 24. Your leaders going green props up and over the hurdle. 9.5 minutes in, 10.5 minutes still to go here on the master race clock. This is qualifying round 1, heat 1. All of our teams get 2 kicks at the cat, as it were. And now looks like we're doing some pit stops here for Torque, running in the number 2 spot. Your leaders just came into pit as well, while Old Battery just took off. So Old Battery running third. First one's out of the pits. Then Torque, I think, took off second. They are in second. Your leaders were third. Now trying to get by all that lap traffic, even though they currently are enjoying a 4-lap lead over our field here in qualifying round 1, heat 1. Qualifying is going to be based on their best round. 57 laps in the 20 minutes allotted is possible. That's what we saw in practice. And we give the teams 2 kicks at the cat before we comprise our top 4 to compete for our championships here this afternoon. Working on lap 26 with your leaders at that split S section on the backside with those green props off to the far left. The zigzag to the middle and back to our start-finish gate. Watching Red River FPV wrap up 26 and onto lap number 27 with about 9 minutes still to go on the master race clock. That was 24 and change for an individual lap time for Red River FPV. Hot laps here on the course. 16.5 is our fastest lap on the track. But there is no I in team, even though there is one in win, as we push and try and accumulate as many laps as possible. You just don't want to be last. You just don't want to be last. I say hello to Darth Wu, FPV watching online as well. Pedro Malaya. Hashtag put the cream. Not sure what that hashtag is. Is that about putting on the sunscreen? It is a sunny, warm day for sure. 11.5 minutes in, 8.5 minutes still to go. Red River working on lap number 29. Torque working on lap 24. Old Battery working on lap number 20. The 3 teams in the air all have 3 pilots on their team and at least 1 pit person. Pit person helping with those pit stops, just like you see in traditional motorsports, that the pits is where it happens. Your leaders, Red River FPV, coming in on lap number 30 for that pit stop. One drone down, and the other one launches almost simultaneously. And a great pit stop for them on lap number 30. Still with just over 7.5 minutes still to go here on the master race clock. Yeah, 12.5 minutes in, 7.5 minutes still to go. Great partners to this event, Diatone USA. You want to get into drone racing? You know, they got some great RTFs that's ready to flies. The great thing about the Diatone products is each and every one of the components is interchangeable. You break an arm, you just basically take one out and put a new one in. Break a camera, you take a pod out, slide it back in. It's all tested and racer approved thanks to Diatone USA for their support of the Battle at the Fairgrounds Team Racing Edition here this afternoon. 7 minutes still to go. Red River working on lap number 32. Your leaders still with those fluorescent green or turquoise, I guess it's turquoise props. About to go to your far left through our start-finish gate onto lap number 33. We dropped 6 laps back for Torque. They are off to our far left now with the orange and the green as they come into pits. Torque on lap 28 where they come into pit, and our leaders just crashed out. And their next pilot was ready to fly. As soon as one crashes out, the next one takes off. So that crash happening on lap number 33. And they're going to make up some time here. You're not going to see even that bad of a lap time here, including the crash for them. And oh no, there's that announcer jinx. We just lost a second pilot for Red River FPV on lap number 33. 6 minutes still to go. And second place, Torque, seems to have some issues as well. Looking at a lot of long grass on their FPV feed. We're back up with your leaders, Red River FPV. 3. That is the answer. How many drones does it take Red River to get lap number 33 done? 3 drones. And here we go. Drone number 3 gets lap number 33 done. That'll be a 73-second lap time. But they are still your leaders. You just don't want to be last. And it is your best round of the 2. Coming up on the 2/3 mark. Actually, it's the 3/4 mark. We're 15 minutes in. 5 minutes still to go. Caution called. Caution called. Caution called. And that caution called just before Old Battery crossed over, so they're going to lose that last lap. Yeah, my bad. So caution called. 2-minute clock has started as now we go under a retrieval. Red River FPV on lap number 34. Torque on lap number 28. Old Battery had just finished 25 when I hit the button, but the call happened before they crossed over onto lap number 25, so we will blank them. So they come down on lap number 25. We'll regrid them up here after the caution. The caution giving us an opportunity to get some down drones. And regroup and refocus. Which team called the caution? It was Red River. So Red River charged with the caution as well. So only one caution remaining, and that will be Torque if they are going to need it here. And that's caution called right at the 15-minute mark with 4 minutes, 59 seconds still to go here in qualifying round 1, heat 1. Making it interesting. So that's 1 minute into the caution. Want to go green in about 60 seconds. Well, let's regrid. Say hello to Dennis Christie Stacks watching from Memphis, Tennessee. That's Ricochet FPV watching on Facebook. Corey Kroll watching us at Facebook as well. LiveFPV.com's Facebook page. Say hello to Kevin Harrell as well. Good afternoon to each and every one of you. Live on Facebook, LiveFPV.com's Facebook page. Also live on the official YouTube channel, MultiGP. And at mgp.livefpv.com. It's a great day in the mid-70s, Adrian tells me, here at the Greater Baton Rouge State Fair. And it is the place to go for all kinds of delectable goodness. Today is team racing day. Tomorrow's individual racing day. I saw in the chat there that Bird Dog Jay Warren is asking about the big 12-hour race. Yes. Acadiana? Is that how you say it? Acadiana? Yeah, I knew I said it right. It's Chris Thomas who messes it up. I say it right. Acadiana FPV going to be hosting a 12-hour team race of this format. I think there's going to be a lot of cautions flown at that event. But you get your sweet tea by the bucket here. And not only is it 74 degrees in the sunshine, light wind, gorgeous day, but the air is filled with that deep fried and barbecue flavor, just the aroma just in the air. It's just gorgeous day. I know we're going to eat like kings tonight. All right, let's grid up, power up. Next race is starting in 30 seconds or less. 30 seconds or less. That's off of the Pro Launch stands. So far, just Red River FPV with video. The same channels. We got static. It's all good. I want to start in 15 seconds is what I'd like to do. Red River's ready. Where's Torque? Torque and Old Battery. Where is Old Battery? Already in position. All right, here we go. Goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quads. Live on my go in less than 5. Go. It was a 2-minute break, and then we called you. Got to launch. There we go. You can launch from your pits if you miss the start. The idea of the caution is that we're only under caution for 2 minutes. And for two 2-minute cautions, we burnt up 8 minutes, 52 seconds. Yeah. Fun times. No? Want my card? Heck. All right, back collecting those laps. We're on lap number 36 with Red River FPV, your leaders. Old Battery onto lap number 27. And Torque about to cross onto lap number 29. There they go, full send. There we are on to lap number 30 for Torque. 4 minutes still to go in the master race clock. Red River FPV, your leaders. They're about to come from our left to our right through the start-finish gates, and they're coming into pit as well by the looks of things. On lap number 37, a 10-lap lead over Old Battery. Now Torque running still in second. On to lap number 31, we're going to take them. Three and a half minutes still to go on the master race clock. Old Battery onto lap number 29. Torque onto lap number 32. Red River FPV onto lap number 38. And Torque now coming in for a pit stop. Got a little bit of a later start on that last heat and coming out of that caution. Now later starts power up. Now they get up and on their way on lap number 32. We pick up your leaders. They're about to come from left to right. Getting by Old Battery right in our start-finish gate. First and third going from our left to our right off to the far side. Red River FPV, your leaders about to... Ooh, there goes Old Battery. Around that split S section. And Torque and Red River FPV all kind of tangled up here. Flag to flag, gate to gate. And it'll be Red River FPV just ahead of Torque. They're separated by 7 laps, but you're in a great battle here for track position. All 3 teams here coming out of the flags at about the exact same time. Old Battery lining up the low side of the hurdle and straight into it. He is upside down in front of the hurdle. Not sure if he's going to be able to turtle mode, which is the remote way of flipping it to recover. We'll see if he can turn off the video. Our leaders are now into pit. I'm going to do a camera change on the fly as well. So the only quad in the air is Torque until our leaders leave the pits. And our leaders with those turquoise props off to the right-hand side. That's Red River FPV onto lap number 41 with about 95 seconds still to go here on the master race clock. And now just 90 seconds. Issues here for Old Battery with an arming issue. The one that's in the takeoff zone, it won't arm, and the other one is still powered up by the hurdles. They're going to try and do whatever they can. There's 2 quads, 2 issues, and they've already burnt their caution. The only team remaining with a caution here in this heat will be Torque, and Torque is in pretty prime position right now. And there's the announcer Jinx. As soon as I said that, they have some sort of a video issue. And we'll caution it. We'll caution it. We go under caution. And we'll see what is going on with Torque. Let's retrieve some quads. We're under caution with 55 seconds remaining on the master race clock. Hey, Adrian.
You go, Greg.
Because they're your DVRs, I have no way to play it back. Do you have a way to play it back? Torque is complaining of a video issue. So let's see if we can play it back. Yeah, I saw a big white on your screen. So we will try and play that back. I don't have all the tools that I normally have, but it's all good. We're going to make it happen. Today's the 27th. We saw so the quad over here was already powered up and he couldn't arm, and then his other they had 2 quads on the same channel, and it was down. There's a quad down by the hurdle, but he was powered up. They both were powered up when that happened, and I was watching Torque, and Torque just went oh, we're gonna play it back and straight into it.
Video
he is
replay.
Upside down in front of that hurdle.
Adrian,
Not sure if he's going to be able to. Just in third, going from our left to our right off to the far side. Red River FPV, your leader's about to. Ooh, there goes Old Battery.
This is a DVR
There's a 2-minute break.
I think you've gone too far.
And then we
back.
called by the looks of things.
Yeah. Let's just watch
on lap number
last
37, a 10-lap lead over Old Battery. Now Torque running still in second onto lap number 31. We're going to take
a longer
them.
review, but we'll just let it roll in real time. So what happens is Old Battery in the bottom left-hand corner is going to smash
3.5 minutes still to go on the master race clock.
Launch their second drone, or try to launch their second drone, and it won't.
Old Battery onto lap number 29.
And
Torque onto lap number 32. Red River FPV onto lap number 38. And Torque now coming in for a pit stop.
Crash hasn't happened yet.
Got a little bit of a later start on that last heat, and
don't it'll mess up.
coming out of that caution.
Let's just
now
watch
later
it play
starts
out,
power up. Now they get up and on their way on lap number 32. We'll pick up your leaders. They're about to come from left to right, getting by Old Battery right in our start-finish gate. First and third, going from our left to our right off to the far side. Red River FPV, your leaders about to.
Okay, so there's Old Battery crashing out. This isn't even the crash out. The next quad they launch is going to smash into the hurdle. So they've lost 1 quad. So now we have these 2 quads racing together, Red River and Torque. And now Old Battery is about to crash into the hurdle. What just happened? It just went green. Green screen. Someone stomped the stomp video. That's hilarious. Is it back? Just keep going. Go to like, if you can go to like where the countdown has like 2 minutes left. Okay, here we go. This is where we were? Yeah. All right. I remember this. This was the best day ever. Right here. Okay. So, old battery is going to smash into the hurdle and down. But we just got to it for the first time. That was the part we're teeing up for. So he's down. Now they're going to power on their next drone here. But this one remains on. Okay. Now we still have another 45 seconds until we're going to see something go white on the top right with torque. We're under a pit change with Red River. And they're going to launch in a second. Still no issues here. Now we're going to power up over here in a second. It's amazing. I was actually watching this frame by frame in real time now to see it back the slow speed. Okay, so there's the new quad powered on. So old battery has 2 quads powered on, one at the hurdle, one in the takeoff zone, and it won't take off. Won't arm. See, powers it off. Boom. Oh. When it reset, it blew him out. That's what happened. Yeah. And it's a reset. And there we go. So let's regrid it. There is a fix. I'll look at the rules. You guys regrid, and I'll tell you what the fix is. Yeah, why is it doing that? Can we power test the quad though? Or you want to power test it? And we're going to regrid up and finish the end of practice round 1, Q1. I'm going to finish the next heat and then figure that out. Yeah. I don't know. Let's power test it, I guess. Yeah, it definitely spiked to like 100 milliwatt and then drops down to perfect. Try one more time. Oh, the frequency? Oh, we can watch it here. What's what? Oh, dang. Look at it. Do it again. Watch. See that? Yeah. Try one more time. Let's yeah, you can see the tracer. One more time. See, it comes up here, 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 then it locks there. So the only thing you can do is you can power it up like underneath you behind that truck. Does that work? All right, let's do that. All right. In this race, 54 seconds. All right. We'll get that fixed up after this heat. All right. Here we go. We're gridded up. We're going to finish the final 54 seconds of the longest heat of team racing. It's all good. We're not here to judge. 17 minutes for 3 cautions. But it's okay. It's a good thing I had this little setup today. I wasn't going to run that.
using normally we just test power, and power told us that it powered on hot and then cooled down, which is pretty standard. But using a spectrum analyzer, so instead of just watching power, also watching the channel on the spectrum analyzer, it dropped down all the way to about where our graveyard channel is, then all the way back up. Like, it scans the band and picks a channel, and then it locks to its own channel. So that was interesting to see. Science. Here we go. Goggles down, thumbs up. Everyone good? Rearm your quads. Let's go. Green on my go in less than 5. Go. So 3 in the air. What happened, old battery? Just power up that one behind the truck. "35 seconds still to go. 30 seconds still to go. Torque goes on to lap number 36. Red River on to lap number 34. And old battery going to try and get another lap recorded here. Going to launch a new drone. And you have 2 drones on again. Hopefully we'll get the other one turned off. We're on lap number 44 with Red River FPV. On to lap number 45. And that is a ding, which means you finish up the lap that you're on. If old battery can take off again, they'll be able to get this 30th lap in. It'll be 37 laps for Torque. And Red River with 45 to hold the TQ spot here after round 1, heat 1. And old battery looks like they're not going to be able to take off here in this session. And so that is where it comes to an end. But it's all